Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of my latest sleeping pad. This is the Nemo Switchback Sleeping Pad, regular size, bought from REI. I just used this in my last motocamping trip for the first time, and it replaced this on that trip. This being the Static V Recon by Climate. This is an inflatable sleeping bag pad, and it has an R value of 1.3. At least that's what it says here on the package. This one has an R value of 2. It says so right in the front here. This is what it looks like. The box out of the way. So as you can see, it's one of these, accordion style fold up things. So compared to the blow up one, there's a big difference in size. Weight wise, it's hard to tell, it's about the same. However, I do have a dry bag that I use to carry my cot, and this just barely fits in there. So I still have that size of dry bag, so it doesn't really matter whether this is in it or this plus some space is in it. So far so good. The difference in our value, 1.3 for the inflatable versus 2 for this one here, is not a heck of a lot. It opens out like this. It's got this reflective bit at the bottom here, and it's got an interesting structure to it. You can probably see there on the box. They talk about some fancy design to this to these bumps here. I don't know. I think it's just marketing, but at least it folds together. It packages down neatly, as small as possible, and it seems to work. Last night I got down, well, this morning early I woke up to 42 degrees, and it was a pretty good sleep. It took a long time to get to sleep because I went to sleep early, but once I did, I didn't wake up until 2 o'clock to use the washroom, and then went back to sleep, and then didn't wake up until 7. Tossing and turning a lot, but trying to stay on top of that pad. But it worked out pretty good. The pad is quite effective. As a matter of fact, during the night I was sleeping with a sweatshirt and just my underwear and no socks. Started off the same way as I did when I was at Mission Tejas. And about, 2 o'clock when I got up, I decided to take off the sweatshirt and see how it was without the sweatshirt for the coldest part of the night. I made it through. I would have liked to have the sweatshirt back on, but it wasn't bad. My sleeping bag is a Kelty mummy type sleeping bag that's good for 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and while I wasn't warm, I wasn't really cold. I could have always put on some sweatshirt or something as well to get rid of the cold, but I didn't do that. I just wanted to test how this thing worked. But you can just put your hand on it, and you can feel after a few seconds, you can feel a little bit of warmth. So obviously it's reflecting back the warmth from your body back into the bottom of the sleeping bag. So it's a good barrier. Underneath my cot, it's got an air gap of about this big, and if you don't have any kind of a pad, the cold just comes up from the ground, and you can feel it. So it's a good buy. It's $49, $50, $49.95 at REI, and if I got it with a 20% off, so at least I got a little bit of a break there. It's not cheap. I think that this Climate here was cheaper. The thing with a blow-up pad is that it kind of makes noise when you roll around, and you've got to get the inflation just right. You don't want it hard, and you want it just barely inflated so that you kind of settle into it. But then with less inflation means less R value. So I don't know what the 1.3 is, if it's fully with maximum air in it or not. But one thing about this is that it backs down nice and small. So if you're backpacking or something like that, this is probably still good enough. For me, I'm going to try the switchback for a while. I'm getting into the warmer weather now, so I can see in the summer months, spring and summer months, and maybe even fall, I'll probably forego any mattress pad or forego any sleeping bag pad at all, and just sleep on my sleeping bag on top of the cot. In the past, that's been a little bit too warm for me, anyways, in the warmer months. So I wouldn't need that. It was very comfortable to lie on. I like a firm surface, and you don't feel any of those bumpy things, and it's dead quiet. So you just lie in it, and it's like it's not there, and quite good in that respect.